Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is White alongside Levine. Andre Drummond is out there with DeRozan. And it's Thomas in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Anunoby out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. Well, Brent, we're finally here. The final game of the regular season. Hard not to look back on what we have seen.
Yeah, and that's the assignment. Focus on the task at hand, what's in front of you. For everyone else, there's always tomorrow.
Now here's White from deep. Thomas. Here's Drummond. Outside for Thomas. Shoots over Anunoby. Thomas with another miss. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Anunoby has the open look. No good on the triple. White against Brunson. And here's White. Levine passes to Thomas. Drummond. The Knicks pull it in.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
White against Brunson. Shoots over White. Brunson, no good.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Anunoby. Not going to go that time. Good D by Drummond. Outside White. And Thomas has it in the corner. Shoots over DiVincenzo. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
We have really watched Jalen Brunson come into his own, playing at a higher level.
It's unbelievable, Greg, that he just had that spark here in Dallas. And that has triggered what it is we get from Jalen Brunson on a nightly basis. Respected for his toughness, his offensive game is growing.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
And Thomas over to help. Here's Achiuwa. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
He felt the double team coming, quickly located the open man.
It's Thomas on the wing. It's over Anunoby. The Bulls keep it alive. And it's Drummond missing. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Nets.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look, and see if they can keep that up. Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and again, Chicago. No good.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Chicago calls a timeout.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe.
Bulls trail by 5. Mitchell Robinson out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. They're the group New York will start the second with. DeRozan passes to Thomas. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got his first basket.
And Drummond can sit on that weak side block or in front of the rim and just be a tough guy to move out from the lane. He'll get those offensive rebounds.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. And Chicago shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. DeRozan surveying the D. He kicks to Drummond. Passes to Thomas. Shoots over Anunoby. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, guys. Well, the Prophet in the last game against the Wizards made some terrific plays. He scored 16 points and capitalized from the perimeter, making a few threes. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, he was sensational the other night, making play after play after play.
And that's what you want. Not only was the effort there, but how about the production as well?
He can do a lot of different things, so he falls into these different roles. Which will it be tonight? This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Great look, but off the mark. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Thomas, no good. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. DiVincenzo against Ball. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's tightly guarded, and a big concern for players and coaches is the consistency of officiating. Greg, do you like that argument?
It's tough when one night something is a foul and the next night it is. There's some gray area, obviously, and it'd be good for the league to try and clarify how they want things called.
Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Ball. Chicago calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. Take a look at the Bulls. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And of course, there's the Knicks, 3 spots below.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And now they've got a new set of goals, and those are all about success in the playoffs. That's where men are made. They've got to have their sights very high at this point when it comes to the postseason.
Here's Brunson. And he banks in the layup. DeRozan's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And here are the Knicks now. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
It's Thomas on the wing. White finds Thomas. The Bulls keep it alive. And that one's good. Drummond.
That's more like it. Rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Stand a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kid.
So for the Bulls, Patrick Williams, So it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Knicks leading by 6. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. The guard set is White alongside Levine. DeRozan out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Thomas in at the small forward position.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
White looking around. Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one goes on Anunoby.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
That one misses. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Jalen Brunson. He's averaging 30 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Three-pointer. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You know, Jalen Brunson, for the NBA at least, is small in stature, but his tremendous footwork enables him to operate inside and out. He says, I've tried to make my game for what I had as versatile as possible. I've got to be crafty. I'm not jumping out of the gym. I'm not racing down the court in 2 seconds, but I'm going to keep you off balance. Kevin?
Oh, I love his game. David, I know you do as well. Hey, thank you. White the pass to Thomas. From the right block, the shot is good. Thomas got 8.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
It's Robinson, top of the key. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And it's sent back by White.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Robinson kicks to Brunson. Shoots over White. Brunson, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
To the paint. Here's Thomas. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 4-point Knicks lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And Levine comes to help. Robinson on the wing. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's Anunoby. Keeps it alive. And Robinson is right there. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
White goes in. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the inside. Here's Thomas. Knicks with the rebound. Brunson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Anunoby. 13 points in the game. The layup missed. And Thomas has it in the corner. Shoots over Achua. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Brunson. A good look from DiVincenzo. That ball's nice speed that time from Brunson. DiVincenzo's got his 2nd bucket. Go. Timeout called. The Bulls. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player...
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Josh Hart out there with Precious Achua. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's McBride in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Thomas, no good.
Yeah.